There are many different reasons why a woman would need to have a pregnancy terminated. I never thought that I would be a woman who would have a reason to do so, but I was. My husband and I were together 10 years when we decided that we would like to try and have a baby. So from the very get-go, I did everything right. I took folic acid, I took the proper vitamins, I ate the right foods, and I really, really looked after myself. And so we were delighted when within a year I was pregnant. I had my first scan at 22 weeks when we discovered that our daughter had anencephaly, which is a neural tube defect. It means that although the body of the baby is growing normally, the skull and the brain aren't. That if she is to survive the birth, she would be born blind, deaf, and unconscious, that she would never regain consciousness, that she would never feel pain. This meant to me that she would never be able to feel comfort either. I had 14 weeks to go to term and was told that I couldn't have a termination in Ireland because of the law, that I would have to go to the end, and even if I was overdue, I would have to wait 2 weeks, and only then I could be induced. I knew that I couldn't see out the pregnancy, and that I couldn't give birth to a dead baby. That I couldn't go from moment to moment wondering, had it died? Was it dead inside me? Was it still alive? Knowing that the movements that it made were reflex actions, that it wasn't proper baby movement as I thought it was. So I decided that I would need a termination, which was definitely the hardest decision I've ever made in my life. I was told we couldn't have a termination in Ireland, despite the condition, despite the prognosis, and that I would have to go to the UK. I was recommended a well-known UK clinic. And went there, booked in for the day before New Year's Eve 2010. The people in the clinic I found to be very cold, and I wanted to tell them that this was the worst time of my life and that I had wanted my baby. I don't think any woman should be made to feel ashamed of having a termination. And the fact that our country insists that we have to travel away, I think is wrong. And I hope the laws change so that we can offer the appropriate comfort and care for women who terminate, and that you don't have to leave your own country and your friends and family when you actually need them the most. That's what I think should happen.